What's up, everybody? Jim Flanagan here once again. 239 Hockey, www.239hockey.net. You're watching the Flan Fan Show here. It's episode number 3, where we recap week 2 here of season 16. And we're going to go right into it here. We're going to start the show off, as always, here with your series recaps. Take a look here at the scores, the results here from week 2, and also a highlight reel here of each series here, one series each night for week number 2. Let's go down to the ice.
Here we go, Monday night, and we have a good one here. We have Brick City and the Breaking Benjamins taking on Odd Guys Care Bears. Figo slaps it down the ice here. And then a great whack at it over there. But look at the defensive play by Cabaret. Keeps it in. There's the shot. And it somehow goes in. Looks like it was kicked in. Hit in there by the own teammate. 1-0 Benjamins. Here in the second. A great breakout pass. Touch. Gets it over to Figo on the breakaway. 2-0 Benjamins. Mighty Mouse comes through on the breakaway. Later in the second here, more Benjamins slap down the ice, and then great rush by Figo there finds Master America. That makes it 3-0. But the Bears would bounce back here with just a minute to go here in the second. King Rome looking around, spinning around, finds Flaming Dragon with the goal. Cuts the deficit down to 2, 3-1. We head to the third period here on the face-off, and it's Flaming Dragon again, gets the pass, one-timer there. That makes it 3-2. With 10 seconds to go here on the power play, trying to tie it up, but it does not go, and the Benjamins hold on to this one. 3-2 is the final. We head to game number 2 in the first period here. The Bears, Rome, over to Ozzy for the goal, and the Bears get on the board early, 1-0. We head to the second period, still 1-0 game here. A great defensive play there, and then a breakaway. Flaming Dragon, no, but the rebound. King Rome there to pick it up, giving the Bears a 2-0 lead. Late in the second here, just seconds to go. The Bears try and get it out of the zone, but they can't. They finally do. And then here's Flaming Dragon once again. Short side, backhand. Oh, no. Shotgun, man. Can't get it. 3-0. 3-1 here in the third. And then more Bears here. Flaming Dragon is just on fire. They made it 4-2 is the final. We head to game number 3. Game 3 here, Flaming Dragon trying to pick up right where he left off. Gives it to Rome here, picks it up, and there he is, scoring another one. This guy had a tremendous night all over the Benjamins. On the next face-off here, though, puck is loose. Gets it to Dragon. Cuts through, but Shotgun saves that one. On the backhand, does not go. Still 1-0 in the first here, still. What a hit there. What a save. Look at the bottom of the screen there. 5 block shots. The hands of God coming through there. Keeping this a 1-0 game. And then Mr. Touch there gets the pass. Ties it up. 1-1. All tied up. We head to the third period here. Late in the third. And it's going to be Figo over to Mr. Touch. Mr. Tough. Once again, that makes it 2-1. With just a minute to go here. Watch the defense here by the Benjamins. Just not letting this goal go through. Blocking the shots. Swiping the puck out of there. And just helping out Shotgun here any way possible here to keep the puck out of the net. And they do. And they hold on to this one. 2-1 is the final. They take the series 2 out of 3 games. In that series, both Figo and Master America with 6 points. In net there, Master Shotgun, 84.1 save percentage. In a losing effort, Flaming Dragon had 5 goals. The rest of the team, only 2. Other series from Monday night. Good news against championship dropouts. Dropouts taking game 1, 2-0. But then losing game number 2, 2-1 in overtime. Both the third goal, the tying goal, and the overtime winner by Dangles pick up there from Good News. And then game 3, not even close here, 8-2. Good news as they take the series here. First series win for them. Newly acquired Gala had 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. Dangles with 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. And in that, Yin with a 1.64 goal against average. Other series here, Space Force against Ripped Winkles. Winkles taking game 1, 4-3 in overtime. It's Finney with a hat-trick OT game winner in that one. Game 2, Space Force win this one, no problem, 8-3. But they can't win game number 3 as Winkles take it 3-2. Finney again with the game winner. A third period comeback. They were down 2-1 in that one, tied it up, and then Finney gets the game winner 3-2, and they take the series 2 out of the 3 games. Tomahawk in net here, 54 saves in this one. Wow. And Finney with 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. In a losing effort for the Space Force, Barrett had 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. And the last series from Monday night, not much here. The Band of Brothers against Kings of Puck. 3-0 shutout game 1. 11-1 blowout game number 2. And then 4-0 another shutout. A sweep here. Holly with 2 shutout wins in this one. Rocco 15 points in this series. Nick the Greek with 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. And a Captain D. Moore, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. The Mustard Tigers taking it on That's No Moon is the series of the week here from Tuesday night. 0-0 here in the first. Great check by K-Dog and gets an outlook pass there to Sober on the breakaway. Somehow just enough there by Sober getting that one through. Rage 1-0 Moon. Late in the third here, still 1-0 game, and another big hit. A turnover there, gets it over. Surprise me, gets it to Sober. Another breakaway and another goal by Moon. Sober 2 goals in the series early on. 2-0 game here late in the third, and then Pale Poner, the captain, will seal it there. 3-0 shutout win for game number 1 for the Moon guys. We head to game number 2 here. Scoreless game here late in the second period, 0-0. And there's a great pass, and it's Pale Poner once again here. Another big goal, putting Moon on the board, 1-0. But then, just seconds to go here in the second, turnover. And it's going to be Pale's former teammate, Zombie, with the snipe at just 5 seconds remaining. What a goal. Tie game here late in the third. 1-1. Another big hit there. And then surprised me. Gets it over to Pale. Pale with the move. And the puck goes in. But they're going to call this one off. It looked clean to me, but looks like either a goalie interference or may have been kicked in. No goal there. So the score remains tied up 1-1. Late in the third here, under 10 seconds. A great turnover there. Spin pass by Zombie over to Epic, but he can't bury it. And we're going to go to overtime. In OT, off the face-off here. Zombie, Tumash, goal, overtime winner. We head to the rubber game number 3, all tied up 1-1. 0-0 game here on the breakaway, but what a great defensive poke by K-Dog once again. Still scoreless here, just seconds to go. Pass here to Mosh, looks like it was offsides, but they're going to say it's clean. And a backhand, 1-0 Tigers. Score remains the same late in the third here. Tigers on the power play, trying to seal it here. That shot won't go, but then Giantman turns it over. The pass, the shot there, rebound, save, and then another rebound. Zombie seals it, 2-0 shutout win. So the Tigers take 2 out of the 3 here. Mosh had 2 of the game winners there in both the overtime and game number 3. Both goalies here, only 4 goals allowed. Kerdog 90% in net, and Ragenstein here 85.7%. From Wednesday night, we have my homies Swag and the Good News taking on the Band of Brothers. We go down to the ice here. A delayed penalty called against Good News, but they won't need it here because Nick finds Marty McFly in front. The brothers up 1-0 early on. Later in the first here, however, Good News grabs the puck here, dangles, loses it, but Sniper picks up the loose puck and just snipes Hollywood there, tying it up 1-1. Under a minute to go here in the first. Big collision there, and it's going to be Hergs on the breakaway, gets the backhand pass in, and the Band of Brothers regain the lead 2-1. In the second here, however, on the power play, Swag with a big snipe there, slap shot goal, finds it somehow, and it ties it up 2-2. Late in the second here, however, Band of Brothers bounce right back and regain the lead for the 3rd time in this game, and it's Hergsy with the goal, 3-2. Still in the second here, however, Dangle's gonna snipe Hollywood. Hollywood not able to save any puck this game. 3-3 late in the third, but the Band of Brothers, just how they did the entire game here, regain the puck here and regain the lead. That's Nick the Greek, and that ends up being the game winner. 4-3, Band of Brothers in game number 1. We head to game 2 here on the faceoff in the offensive zone. Dangles loses it, but there's Sniper to pick it up once again. Good News up early, 1-0. In the second here, another big hit there. Neo, the machine here, somehow turns it over. You don't see that much. And it's Marty McFly making them pay on the turnover, tying the game up 1-1. Late in the second here, Band of Brothers once again coming down the ice, but a great poke there, and then Swag, this time the other defenseman's gonna turn it over, and Band of Brothers again making Good News pay on their costly turnovers in their own defensive zone. 2-1 Brothers. In the third here, this time it's gonna be the Brothers here with their turnover. Gala gets it over Sniper, back to Gala, no, that won't go, but then back to the point here, and then Gala with the finish there on the backhand short side. 2-2 here with just seconds to go. Dangles looking for a pass, finds it, but Hollywood with the save, but he's all tangled up in the corner, and that leaves Sniper wide open in front for the game winner, 3-2, and we go to the rubber game here. Series all tied up. Late in the first here, pass, and Hollywood actually got a save there, kick save. Late in the third here, still a scoreless game. Shot from the point, one go, rebound, Gala, no, Hollywood coming up with the save. Under 2 to go here. 0-0 still. Dangles gonna get this one, cuts through, open, no, and Hollywood again with the saves, gonna send this game to overtime. In OT here, the Band of Brothers pass to Nick. Oh, Nick the Greek cannot bury, and that's just how the season's been going for the Brothers. Still scoreless here. Then a critical penalty here on the power play. Band of Brothers. And there's Hergsy, the overtime hero. 1-0 shutout win, and they take the series 2-3. Hergy with that overtime game winner. Both Marty and Hergs had 6 points each, and they both combined with 35 hits in this one. Other series from that night, we had Kings of Puck against Once Upon a Time in 239, and Kings of Puck take their first game win here, 4-2 final. And then game number 2, 3-2. Daly with the game winner in that one, giving them their first series win as well. But game number 3 goes to Once Upon a Time, taking that one 6-3 to prevent the sweep. C-Dub comes in for game number 3. Wizzy had 0 goals in this series. In a losing effort, Sauce Walker, 7 goals, 2 assists, 9 points out of the 10 goals scored by Once Upon a Time. How about Daly playing forward in this one? He had 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Other series, we have That's No Moon against Championship Dropouts. Dropouts taking game 1, 7-2. And then game 2, scoring 7 again here, 7-4. And then game 3, this one's closer in overtime, but they get the win as well, 4-3. Captain Joe Stowe there getting the sweep. He had the game winner in overtime there. He also had 8 goals in this series. Kerdog with 18 goals allowed on here. For the dropouts, both Flowed and Toxic, 13 points each. 37 in a row. The waiver pickup here, playing defense for the dropouts, as they were without Newfie Bruins. Plus, we also saw Ripped Winkles against Low Expectations. Winkles taking game 1, 3-1. They take game 2 as well, 5-4. And game 3, 3-2 in overtime, as they managed to sweep here. Bills taking a lot of shots here, facing 66 shots in this one. Damps getting 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points. And Finney with 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Last series here of the night, Mustard Tigers against Breaking Benjamins. Benjamins taking game 1 in overtime, 4-3. And the other two, not even close, 8-1 and then 6-1. It's a sweep here. But the Tigers were without Mosh and without Civic in this one. Rondon playing forward here. Not a good night for the guys. Mr. Tough had a big night. 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. Master America as well. 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. And Notorious Figo, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Shotgun with a 90.2 save percentage, 1.50 goals against average, had 46 saves. Thursday night, it's Space Force going up against the Care Bears on the ice here. Anthrax gets it over to Power Kill, who finds Barrett, then over to Anthrax again, 1-0 Space Force. Later in the first here, more Space Force here. Here comes Anthrax on the breakaway. No, it's going to be tripped up, and that's going to be a penalty shot on the PK here. And it's No Regretsky winning that one, keeping this a 1-goal game. Later in the first here, the Bears, Flaming Dragon, Ozzy picks it up, tying the game. 1-1 in the second here. Great defensive play, and then a breakaway the other way, and that's Flaming Dragon, but no, that one won't go. Still tied up here in the second, and it's Anthrax here with the puck. Looking great poke there, but they can't recover the puck. Barrett picks up the loose puck and just buries it. 2-1 Space Force. Late in the second here, Power Kill is going to give it to Barrett. And then Barrett once again, this time on the backhand, short side. Second goal of the game. That makes it 3-1 is the final for Space Force. We head to game 2 on the opening face-off here. Bears take control of the puck here. And then a pass to the captain, Odd Guy. One-timer blast from the blue line. 1-0 Bears. We go to the second period here. Sea-Doo with the puck gets around the boards to Power Kill over to Barrett, and Barrett again in front there. Just deadly here. 1-1, all tied up. Later in the second here, No Regretsky is going to come up with a big save there to keep the game tied up. We go to overtime here. In OT, The Bears with the puck, but Anthrax with a great forecheck that gets it to power kill, and then it's Barrett with the game winner once again. 2-1 Space Force in overtime. Looking for the sweep here. We'll go to game number 3 in the first. Anthrax gives it to Dolly, and Dolly, the defenseman, driving it at home on the backhand short side. You love to see those plays. Later in the first here, a great save by Noah Gretzky, was on point in this series. And then on the other way there, the Bears, Flaming Dragon, gonna tie the game 1-1. Late in the second here, Space Force, that's Anthrax, around the boards. Watch Barrett on the top of your screen here behind the net, putting the spin move wrap around. Oh, you gotta love it. Wow. 2-1 Space Force. We're in the third period here, and then Barrett once again there, this time short side. That makes it 3-1. Seconds here in the third, Dalai Lama just dropped it. I don't know what he was doing there, but he regains composure there. Great defensive play, gives it to power kill, over to Anthrax, back to power kill, and they're gonna seal it there. All Space Force in this one, 4-1, and they take the sweep. Puffington in net here, 87% save percentage. The center, Barrett, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. For the Care Bears, King Rome held to 0 points. Here's the standings after week 2. Breaking Benjamins on top there, 10-1-1, 21 points. Right below them, Space Force and Ripped Winkles with 20 points. Championship Dropouts had a great week here. 7-3-2, 16 points. They went 4-1-1 this week. Below them, the Band of Brothers, also great week, 5-1-0 on the week. They're 7-5-0, 14 points. The Care Bears, not a good week here. 6-5-1, 13 points on the week. They went 1-4-1. Below them are the Mustard Tigers, 5-6-1, 11 points. Also, That's No Moon, 4-5-3, 11 points. They didn't do so great either, 1-3-2 here for week 2. Good News got some wins though, 4-6-2, 10 points. They went 3-2-1 on the week. Low Expectations, another awful week here, 2-4-3, 7 points. Once Upon a Time, also a bad week here, 3-6-0, 6 points only. And Kings of Puck getting some wins, but still on the bottom here, 2-8-2, 6 points tied as well. There's your standings after week number 2. All right, those are your series recap here for week 2, the scores and the results, and the standings of where each team stands here after week number 2. Right now, I'm going to swing it over to my man Cortez, who's going to give you guys the leaderboards here. Who's the top leaders here, as well as the team of the week selected for week 2. Cortez, take it away.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. My name is Cortez, and we're going to be breaking down some things for you today. Thank you to Flanny for getting me these images. This is NHL20 239 hockey 6v6 on the Xbox One. Okay, you guys have all seen that little advertisement before made by Flanny himself. But we'll take a look right now. We're going to take a look at the most goals, the assists, the points by D-man, points by rookies. So let's break it down statistically. We're going to look at most goals first. Right here, the rookie defenseman, Mr. Tough, with 18 goals. Now, I'm no statistician. I am no hockey analyzer by any means to the most extent. But let's break this down for a second, okay? You have Mr. Tough, who is a rookie in this league with 15 games played at the time that I'm reading this, okay? I see 15 games played with 19 goals. Obviously, the scorecard's going to look a little different than what I can go with off the site because of what's going on at the time. So, Mr. Tough has 18 goals. Barrett 50 cal with 15. Sober enough. again up towards the top of the leaderboards within scoring season after season now. Mashopta, however you say the stupid guy's name. Not stupid, I'm just stupid, sorry. 14 goals, tied with Master America and Sober with 14 goals as well. So it's amazing to see a rookie of Mr. Tough coming in and leading the league in goals. But then you also have Barrett 50 Cal. You have a guy who I believe went for under 10 bods. Maybe it was like 6 or 9 off the top of my head. This guy has 15 goals by week 2. And I'm not sure if he's missed games or not. When I look at this, it says he has one less game played than everybody else who's in the top. I'm not entirely sure if maybe he's missed some. Obviously, he's missed one, it seems like, more than the others. But his plus-minus, he's doing great. His shooting percentage is above 30. He's getting some hits in there. He's keeping lower penalty minutes. He only has 59 shots with 18 goals. That's a 30.5 shooting percentage at this time when I'm looking. That is Barrett 50 Cal, by the way. You look at Mr. Tough. It says, on the graphic 18, but it says on the website 19 goals with a 30.6 shooting percentage average in 15 games with 62 shots. 6 penalty minutes, very low. Plus-minus of 20 with 4 game-winning goals. You see all these people right here. They're representing their teams. They're doing great. They're putting the puck in the net. But let's not forget the people who are around him, and that's what we're going to break down right now with the most assists. Most assists for season 16. Right at the top, we have Notorious Figo with 20. Figo is also the line mate of Mr. Tough. It seems like, that line is working out pretty well. It seems like the magic is flowing. The puck is moving. Pucks are getting in the net. Shots are getting on net. You love to see it. Finney also, I believe, is on that line. Off the top of my head, please do not spite me if I am wrong, because more than likely, I am. Actually, he's not. See? Look at that. I'm stupid. So you have the Breaking Benjamins of Mr. Tough. You have, you have Notorious Figo. You got Brick City. You got a bunch of guys there, right? That line is working and working really well. It might be Master America. It is Master America. I'm an idiot. I'm literally looking right at it in front of me. Well, you know what? That's why I don't analyze a lot of stuff. So, Master America, Notorious Figo, and Mr. Tough are moving the puck really well. As you see, Mr. Tough's in first place for goals, Figo and Master America in first and second place for most assists. Right after, you have Finney, who has 18 assists. This guy is a two-way center through and through. You have Flode, 18 assists, another two-way center, working out really well. But is Flode playing up to that potential of what he should be with that bod evaluation of what he had, where he went for, I believe, is around 40, maybe 35. I could be a little wrong. Again, I'm a little rusty. I'm not playing this season. I'm not paying attention to everything. And then we have a two-way tie for fifth place with 17 assists. At the time of this recording, assists are a little more. I don't know necessarily who is supposed to be tied, but an honorable mention will be for Power Kill and also will be for Zombie. It seems that Zombie's tied with Figo and Master America, where Flode, Power Kill, and Barrett are all in first, second, and third at this time of recording. But you love to see assist leaders. We don't really break it down statistically on these graphics of who's the primary assist, who's the secondary assist. The website will break that down for you if you want to go dig deep enough. But at this point, you are a part of that offense that your team is creating. That is important. And you want your team, if your whole offensive line is getting a part of the play, it means they're cycling the puck really efficiently. Of course, if defense are getting a part of the play, whether it's part of a breakout or the cycle on that side of the ice or it's a deflected shot, you love to see that too. But when all three forwards are a part of a goal, it means some magic probably happened. That's more than likely my assessment on that. So you love to see the most goals, the most assists. It's really well spread out between some people. I like how the people who are most in assists aren't also up in the most in goals. It's really cool. You have Master America who makes the list for both. You just love to see that, especially on the Breaking Benjamins. Now we'll go to most points all together at the time of this recording. Again, of the scorecard you're seeing here in front of you, you have these points. I'm going to read the scorecard here for week 2, because remember, these are week 2 statistics. Mr. Tough, the rookie, who had the most goals by week 2, also has the most points at 35. Master America, who's number 2 in assists, I believe number 4 or 5, or could be tied for third for most goals, is sitting right there at number 2 with 32. Finney at 31. Again, another great two-way player. Bear 50 Cal, the guy who might miss some games below 10 bods, 30. You have Notorious Figo, the guy I predicted will have a comeback season, playing hot. Now, don't forget, this could absolutely be evaluated by the teams they are playing, but don't ride anybody short, because these boosting weeks of confidence really can ride the whole season. Now let's take a second and take a look at the back end with D-men. That's where we love to see it broken down a little bit better because, D-men don't get enough love. They don't get enough love. We don't talk about defense a lot. We don't talk about points for defensemen. So let's talk about it. Number one, no questions asked, Brick City. This guy, day in and day out, showcases why he is a top 2, top 3 defenseman in this league, whether it's by defensive stature or by offensive defensive stature, whatever it may be. Number 1 with 14 points. Number 2, Rondon Vellante, another guy, solid guy. Love what he does. He puts in the work both in the two-way system. This guy can move it. This guy can skate it. This guy can shoot it, whatever he needs to do. Dalai Lama, the previous season Norris winner, coming in at tied number 2 with Rondon Vellante. Again, another playmaking left wing who is now back at that left D spot, who had a great season last season at defense and won the Norris, and is now showcasing again all of his talent he has with his team right now. You love to see it, 13 points. That one odd guy, he's trying to make a comeback from season 4. Season 4, he was great. Every season in between, I'm just busting your balls out. I just want to go on that little rant. But odd guy right there, tied with Dolly and Ron at 13 points. And then at number 5 is a two-way tie with 12 points. At the time of this recording, I will give this a little bit more of an actual statistical breakdown. Dolly is in first with 19 points, tied with Brick at 19 points. Odd guys in third with 17. Drug Monkey is at 4th with 16 points, but with 3 more games in hand than Odd Guy and Brick and 4 more games in hand than Dolly, with also 6 games in hand on Rondon, and Rondon is in 5th place, tied with Cabaret with 14 points as well. It looks like, I like how I see K-Dog is close to there, Cycle is close to that, Hall of Fame is there, Ian the Berean is close. The defensive spread of points right now is looking really good. Dolly has 6 goals, 13 assists. Brick, 7 goals, 12 assists. That odd guy, 3 goals, 14 assists. Drug with 2 goals, 14 assists. Ron with only 1 goal and 13 assists. Cabaret with 4 goals, 10 assists. So scoring is coming from everywhere right now on these teams, and you absolutely love to see it. Now we will break down the last statistical data for points within this section. We're going to talk about rookies. This season, I want to make sure we're highlighting rookies to the furthest extent. Rookies deserve to get some love. They are great. We'd love to see them come in the league. They bring in some new life. They bring in new friends. They bring in a new little feel for what we do. So hopefully we can kind of make them feel more welcome and have them involved. We've talked about this guy a lot tonight. Mr. Tough, 35 points at this time of the scorecard. But if we go look at his actual statistics, he has, just to make sure of it, 37 points. 37 points. That's 2 more points. I believe he has 1 more game played than what is shown there. Again, low penalty minutes, 4 game-winning goals. His record playing this season is 12-2-1, 800% win percentage, or 800 win percentage. You get my point. So, not 800 percentage, because that means he would win all the time. He can't go above 100. So, he likes to be physical too. 32 hits in 15 games and, averaging at least 2 hits a game. That's great. He's being in the way. He's getting bodies. He has equal amount of goals and assists, basically 19 goals, 18 assists. This guy, he's playing that game for his team. He's being a playmaker. He's doing it all. Now we take a look over at MASH. MASH is involved in the play. Very highly, showcased around this league of he's worth something. I believe he went for 40 bods. He might have been the most expensive guy. If I'm correct, I can be a little wrong. Please someone correct me. 29 points at the time of this recording. 12 games played. 18 goals. 11 assists. No penalties at all with 3 game-winning goals. Plus minus is only a +6. Win-loss is 8 and 4, but still positive. Team's looking good. Things are happening. MASH is making things happen. Here's a name I haven't heard of yet. It's Mox. All right, now listen, guys. I get it. I live under a rock. I haven't been a part of the season yet. I don't know everything that's going on. Okay? I totally get it. Mox, you're spelled with a 0, too, not even an O, so it just took me a second to find you. What position is this guy playing? Let me figure this out here. Is he playing forward? He's playing forward. All right. So, 9 games played. Only so far in Season 16. 9 games played with 17 points. He has half the points MASH and Mr. Tough has, basically, with half the games played. So, little over half the games played. This guy's showing up. 6 penalty minutes in 9 games, though. Probably need to chill a little bit. -11 with a 2-5-2 record on his squad. Shooting percentage over 25%. Give the guy the puck. 14 hits. He's laying the body. 8 goals, 9 assists. Kind of a good spread. Gala or Gala, I don't care how you say it. Just love me for even trying to say it. 5 games played only, 2 goals, 11 assists, all at a forward position, 13 points total, 25 shots, 8 shooting percentage. Let's figure that out a little bit. 16 hits, no penalties, 0 game-winning goals, +5, 3-1-1 record when he's in the lineup, making it a 600 average on Swag Squad. We'll have to figure that out a little bit. And then coming in with Cycle, I believe Cycle went for a pretty penny too as a defenseman, if I remember correctly. 9 games played, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. 33.3 save percentage. Shooting percentage. Sorry, he's not a goalie. 10 penalty minutes. Need to get a little bit lower as a defenseman, especially with the 9 games played. -5 with a 2-4-3 record. What's going on here? Why am I seeing banned on Cycle's profile on the website? What's going on? Someone give me this information. I don't know what's going on. Either way, he's had 2 games at left D, 7 games at right D, only 2 assists at left D. He's had 7 assists, 3 goals at right D, 10 points. But the win percentage is at .500 playing 2 games at left D. Winning percentage is at .143 at 7 games on right D. Gonna have to figure it out. But that's all the rookies you got for the points right now. It seems to be a pretty wide spread. Mr. Tough and Mash really running away with it. Mox and Gallo getting their reps in at that. It looks like almost like a part-time type role. We also have Cycle as well. That's making it happen. Now, if I miss some drama making it so Cycle is banned and I don't know it, just definitely let me know. Because, again, I don't know shit. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to break down the goalie statistics for week number 2 within 239. So, if we look at the least goals against average GAA within season 16, it looks like Sir Puffington is going to make the leaderboards once again at number 1 with a 1.52 GAA. Now, listen, guys, anybody has under a 2 goals against average, they are a stud of a goalie. Yes, your team could be playing some absolutely great defense, but yes, there's multiple stats. Yes, you could be playing great as a goalie. Your team could be helping you out very well defensively, but it's a two-way street. Obviously, we'll go into save percentage as well, where save percentage will kind of showcase more about the goalie's ability to save the amount of shots put on net. But number 1, Sir Puffington with 1.52. Right number 2 is Master Shotgun, 1.82. Hollywood getting a 2.00 save or goals against average. No Regretskis or no Reswetskis, as I like to call them, 2.27. And then Yin with a 2.57. I love all these goalies. Puffington seems to be on like a kind of a comeback season. I love to see it. Hollywood on another comeback season as well, it looks like. I hope this momentum continues to ride. I know Shotgun, Regretskis, and Yin have the talent. I want to continue to see Hollywood and Puffington putting up these types of numbers because they're just going to help their team in every way, shape, and form. So keep it up. Make the switch over to the best save percentage now. This is the number I like to showcase more for a goalie's ability. The save percentage is going to showcase that if they get 30 shots on net, or if they get 10 shots on net, or 5 shots on net, it's going to tell you what percentage of those shots they save. It does not, of course, statistically break down if you get 5 shots on you a game because your defense played great. It doesn't showcase that all 5 of them are one-timer saves or deflections or saves or whatever. But most of the time, this is where a goalie's true ability will lie in how well they play in the net. So number 1 is Master Shotgun with a .886 save percentage, which translates to about 88 save percentage, maybe an 89 if you want to round up, which is great. 89% of the shots are being kept out of the net. That's a great statistic. Of course, if you can get above 90% or 900, that's where you want, of course, to be. You want to be as close to 100% as possible, but above 90 is where that elite status happens. And it looks like Shotgun's really close. Sir Puffington, of course, at the least goals against average is right below him at 84.8%, right around 85%. Save percentage, no Reswetski's right below it. Very close, almost tie here for third place. No Reswetski's 83%, almost with an 82.6. Right below him is Thomas Billing, a.k.a. the Tomahawk, with 82.4, and then the newcomer, Bills 39 with an 80 save percentage. If you can keep yourself above 800, you are playing absolutely fantastic. You're doing a great job. You're keeping the majority of shots out of the net to the point that your team is expected to make offense happen and put it in the other team's net. Now, of course, you can drop a little bit below 800, but you want to stay above 800. Again, that elite status is at 900. The great goalie status is above the 800 or the 80 save percentage. So that looks absolutely stunning. And to go down to the most shutouts, we actually have Hollywood in first place with 3, but at this current time of recording, there's 4. Right there at second place is Sir Puffington with 2. That is now a tie with no Regretskis for 2. And the third place is a 7-way tie for 1. And I'll just read all those names. Just make sure there's 7. So there is 7. We have Master Shotgun, Yin, Prophets of Rage, Kurdog, Butcher's Son, and Scheifel, all with 1 shutout. The Tomahawk with a great save percentage and kind of a decent goals against average with 0. So it looks like that's really working out. I believe Hollywood is on the team of DMart and Marty, if I am correct. I'm going to go check it out real quickly. You have Nick DeGreek, Rocco, DMart, Drug, Hergs, Marty, Ian, Hollywood, Ranger, Gordita. Looks like Gordita hasn't had to play yet, but Drug Monkey in front of you, Nick DeGreek in front of you, Marty McFly, or DMart with Hergy or Rocco. Of course, with Ian the Brian, you're not getting many high-quality shots taken on you. I expected this from Hollywood, especially with this great kind of season. Hopefully, this is a confidence booster and a build back. Of course, they're 8-9-1 as a team, so they're not winning everything. But only 41 goals against in 18 games played. It looks like this team still has a little bit of structure defensively, which is looking pretty solid. So now we will actually break down a little bit different of a statistic. We have the big hitters and the biggest goons. With the biggest hitters, with no surprise, ironic, of course, and they probably have used this joke already, surprised me in first place with 116 hits. Thamps right behind him at 93. SBDR with 62. Zombie with 61. So close to getting the third place. And then Pale Poner at 58. If Pale's using his big build, I expect more hits. If he's not, that's great. Biggest goons. I want to say Gine Man. I don't know if that's how I'm supposed to say it. 22 penalty minutes. Not looking too solid. I'm gonna assume he's a defenseman. I'm gonna look him up right now. Defense normally have more penalty minutes just because of the way it plays out. Yep, okay. Yep, he is a defenseman with only a total of 4 points, 15 games played, 24 penalty minutes. He is a negative or a minus of 3. His team is 6-6-3, so that's all right. Dalai Lama on one of the best teams in the league, 20 penalty minutes. I'm sure most of those are tripping penalties that are supposed to happen on purpose on his part. And that's not me trolling. I mean that seriously, like it's a good trip. Or it's one of those like chargings or roughings or whatever it's supposed to be with hitting just because he uses a bigger guy. That's obviously not intentional. Still need to watch it, but I think his team, without me even having to go look, if I go click on team statistics, I'm sure they're right up there. What's the name of his team? Space Force? Yeah, they're in second place with 23 points. So the team seems to be doing fine. They're scoring 20 more goals than they are allowing against. So he has basically half his team's penalty minutes at 52, by the way. Team has total 52 and he has 20. I know it's not exactly half, but he's there. X Daly, the man who says he does not hit, with 20 penalty minutes. Now, I swear, if I wanted to go look up these statistics and I saw that X Daly had hitting penalties, we're going to have some problems. We're going to have some serious problems, Daly. Minus 28 with 20 PIMs. 2-8-2 record on B Cripps' dumpster fire squad. Also, if you've never had a chance to go do it, look on the 239 website right now, type in XD, and then just click on the first name that pops up when you're searching players, and you are literally going to have X Daly holding a phone that is now photoshopped to say free candy with a van that is wide open with the back doors. It's actually hilarious, and he has just his mustache, so it's like the Dimitri mustache. It's hilarious. Go check it out. You'll laugh. Anyway, they're on King style with B Cripps, or Kings of Puck, whatever you want to call it. They are clearly not the Kings of Puck. They are the Kings of Suck, it looks like right now. So Daly, 20 penalty minutes figured out. And by no surprise, his teammate on the Kings of Puck, Esoteric, 19 PIMs. Eso has an excuse. He's getting back into the game. He's trying to get the feel. I believe he's playing on a 65-inch TV is what he said. So let's figure that out. Swag, you're coming in at number 5 with 18 penalty minutes of the time of this recording. And I just played all last season with you, and you're doing so great at watching those poke checks. I'm not sure if you're playing offense or if you're playing forward. I'm sure maybe you've split it kind of right down the middle depending on what your team is. But I'm going to guess most of your penalties are coming on forward just because defensively I think you had your stick down. I think you were ready for the hits. I think offensively you're either being too aggressive or you're poke checking for a puck. I'm going to assume that's what's happening. Try to keep that stick a little more tight in. Obviously your team's not in the greatest place right now statistics-wise with 4-6-2 record, but I think Swag will have a little bit of a bounce back. So, next thing we're going to break down now, we're going to break down the team of the week for week number 2. So, week number 2, we have, by no surprise, at the left wing spot, I believe coming back in for week number 2, Mr. Tough. He was here at week 1. He's here at week 2. Guys showing up. Right at center, we got Barrett 50 Cal. This guy is showing up for the odds he was paid for. This man is letting everybody know they made a mistake. Coming in at right wing, the man who's having a little bit of a comeback, the man who's trying to showcase to everybody he is worth it. He isn't just a one-trick pony. We have Thamps. Lefty, here again for the consecutive second week. Brick City, right D, Norris Trophy winner, Drug Monkey RX getting some recognition that he deserves, and then Hollywood coming in with his, what is at the time, a 1.06 goals against average with around 88 save percentage and 3 shutouts, now has 4 shutouts. Other stats have changed, but Hollywood coming in, getting his due at goalie. You love to see it. NHL20, Season 16, Team of the Week, Week 2. That's brought to you by Mr. Flanagan, the production team, and Cortez. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the statistics. I'll be back in a little bit to explain the upcoming schedule and maybe a little bit of trade transactions that have happened, but I will see you guys soon. I'm sending it back over to Holly right now.
Alright, so that's the team of the week and the leaders after week number 2. Right now we're going to go down to take a look at the top plays of the week here for week 2. We took all the highlights from the game's DVR, from the Twitch streams on here, and we've selected the best 10 highlights. Your top plays of the week.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to 239's Top 10, week number 2 of Season 16, with production by Jim Flanagan, with my own voice, Cortez. All right, coming in at number 10, we have Dalai Lama. The puck's going to be driven over the blue line, given to Dolly. Dolly's going to have the puck and just drive it in short side and go top ched. Hey, goalies, that's why you don't leave your short side. What's going on? What a nice shot. Dolly, give me them booty cheeks. Anyway, coming in at number 9, we have Mash the Puck with the OT winner pass from Zombie. You love to see it. You love to see it. Coming in at number 8, we have Young Kelch, a.k.a. Johnny Kling. Puck's going to be taken below the goal line. You're going to see a little pass back, Barry 5-hole. Just embarrass him. Yeah, get that lift in. Get that lift in, Kelch. You deserve it after being traded 14 million times the last 3 seasons. Coming in at number 7, we have the man who quit the league, came back to the league, and may quit again. We'll find out. We're going to have Power Kill, who's going to get a nice little pass off to Barrett. We have Dolly with the puck up in the top. He's going to go over to Barrett. Not there. Power Kill's going to pass it right back over to Barrett for the second opportunity, and they're going to bury it for the 2-1 lead. Got to love it. Love those plays that work out. Number 6, we have Odds Fury and Shitgun's team just helping each other out. Nothing's going to happen here. The puck just is not going to leave the zone. You're going to see turnover after turnover after turnover, pickup after pickup. The puck will just not leave the zone no matter what is done. You see, looking for an option out front, not able to find it, deflected behind the net. Defenseman comes in below the goal line to pick it up, not able to get it. We're about to break out. Never mind, it stays in, about to break out. Somehow pokes it back in the zone. The puck just won't go anywhere. And finally, it's broken out. All right, number 5, we have the rookie, Mr. Tough. He is going to thread the needle. Figo over to Mr. Tough, able to bury it in short side. Figo with threading the needle, by the way. But this is going to happen twice versus separate teams. Figo sees him again, and backdoor, able to bury it for the 2-1 lead. The go-ahead goal with just under 3 minutes left in the third period. You got to love plays like that. Simple, nice, and easy. Coming to number 4, we have Brick City, the hand of God. He's going to get a nice little block with the poke check, and somehow the left defenseman's going to get a breakaway opportunity out of this, and he's going to bury it in far side for the 5-0 lead. Whoever they're playing, figure your shit out. Coming in at number 3, the man who is not unfamiliar to top 10s, SBDR off the faceoff, going to take it in, dangle it out, and bury it short side for the first goal of the game. Just 5 minutes into the second period. You love those faceoff plays. You feel so confident after you're like, you know what? I just made that happen. Bam. Coming in at number 2, the man again, Mr. Tough, the rookie with a tic-tac-toe. Everyone's going to know the puck's going in the net. Here's a little bit different perspective. Pass in. You love those plays. You just love to see crisp passing. Coming in at number 1, we have Saswaka. He's going to get, turnover's going to happen by whoever the left winger is. You're going to see Saswaka just take off the ice and a little Datsuki and Deke to bury it home. If you're the goalie, you just got caught with your pants around your ankles. Welcome to it. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been week number 2 top 10 clips for 239. If you want to be featured in next week's top 10 plays, submit your clips in the Discord, and we will see if you're going to be there next week. It's been your boy Cortez.
All right, those are your top plays of the week. I want to just thank everybody submitting those, whether it's on the Games DVR or clipping those from the Twitch streams. Appreciate all that on here. Makes my job a lot easier. And we'll continue to do those each week. Right now, let's take a look here at some of the transactions transpired here after week 2. And also a look forward here to the week 3 schedule. Let's go to Cortez once again.
And now it's time to break down the transactions, aka trades, for week number 2. We only have one, and it's a man who is not unfamiliar to the trade block. Johnny Kling, admin, Young Kelch, Mr. I am in control of media, but don't know how to run Streamlabs OBS or OBS Studio or OBS in general. I don't know when my mic is echoing. I don't check the chat while I do it. I'm just busting his balls at this point. The Care Bears will receive Young Kelch from Low Expectations for Flaming Dwagon. Love saying that name. I love saying it the exact way I said it. 5 bods, Young Kelch, 6 bods for Flaming Dwagon. We'll see if this adds a new dynamic to both rosters. There's not really much I can talk about on these teams. With not really playing this season and not being able to pay close attention to what each team really needs, I can't tell you if this team or this trade dynamic is really going to work out. If I take a quick look at the Care Bears, they are in 4th place. Obviously, they trade Flaming Dwagon for Young Kelch. Young Kelch, if these stats are right, I don't know when this trade happened. It says Kelch already has 15 points with 9 goals, 6 assists. I think him being the third forward on this team with Ozzy and King Rome, if that's, how the forward position is working right now, 12 games played with the roster, 15 points. He has 15 games, or 12 games played with 15 games played at Rome and Ozzy. He is tied in points with Rome. He is, about 7 behind from Ozzy, but this dynamic's working. He has more hits. He's about equal in penalty minutes. His shooting percentage is 27. He's making things happen. Since joining this team, the team's actually been a little bit on the decline in the win-loss ratio, but it's a good little dynamic. Young Kelch brings an idea to offense that's not very systematic. He knows what he's supposed to do, but it always doesn't work out the way he wants it to, which adds a little bit of an element of surprise to a defensive structure. So I think that's kind of a good little trade for them. Now, if we go look at Low Expectations, they are in second to last place right now. That I don't even know whose team this is. Is this Blue Line Kings team? Was he a captain? I'm assuming yes, or Swizz, or were they co-captains? Whatever it was. Flaming Dragon coming to their team. 15 games played, 31 points. Absolutely running away. 20 goals, 11 assists, 31 points. Above a 30% shooting percentage. Maybe this trade was done to kind of get Kelch off of a bottom tier team, be with some boys or whatnot. It looks like the dynamic's kind of working for both teams. It looks like Low Expectations actually on the uprise, kinda. 7 wins, 6 losses, and 2 overtime losses since Flaming Dragons joined the team. Right around a 500%, win-loss. So it looks like the dynamic's really working. I think Low Expectations has to make a few more moves. It looks like they have too many pieces on their team to make things work. But it looks like the trade's going to work out for both teams, in my opinion. Now we'll break down this week's schedule. Of course, by the time you guys are watching this, these games will already happen. These games, I'm just telling you so you guys know who's already played who. Maybe gives you a second to hear about your team and kind of get that little almost of a circle jerk going like, oh my God, he's talking about my team. Oh, okay, if I want to keep this professional, I shouldn't be saying that, but you guys get the gist. We're all homies. We're all boys and girls here. We're all brothers and sisters. So either way, I'm kind of digging you a deeper hole. So Monday of week 3 for the schedule, we have Low Expectations versus the Breaking Benjamins. We have Ripped Winkles with the Kings of Puck. Once Upon a Time at 239 versus the Championship Dropouts. Band of Brothers versus the Mustard Tigers. And That's No Moon versus Space Force. We move to Wednesday. Guess there's no games on Tuesdays? Don't know what's going on there. Look at Wednesday, July 22nd. We have That's No Moon versus Breaking Benjamins. Ripped Winkles versus Once Upon a Time at 239. Mustard Tigers versus Championship Dropouts. Band of Brothers versus the Care Bears. And Good News versus Space Force. And the last games of the week will be on Thursday, July 23rd. Low Expectations versus Kings of Puck. And Good News versus the Care Bears. I'm very interested to see how this week draws out. I'm interested to see when Flanny comes back to me and says, hey, I have some more footage for you. I got the top 10. I got some stats. I need you to commentate over it. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen with all of you guys here, with the teams, with these trades that happen. We're starting to get into the meat of the season. This is where trades really start to happen because people realize things are either really working or things aren't. With an auction-style draft, trades are going to be a little different. It's going to be a little more difficult. So, Flanny, if you'll switch me back to the transaction screen, you're going to see it's week 2. Only one transaction happened, and I actually really like this dynamic that you wait to a little bit into the season to see if your roster is going to work. I get we had a few trades we talked about last week, but you only will find out if your team really truly has the chemistry to work if you give it some time. Don't panic and just trade away. Obviously, you will get when you look at some players that they either just don't get the system or won't fit the system. You are the captain of your own team. You are on your own team. You know what will work for the most part. Do what you want. My advice to you as a one-time captain I made one trade all season, and I did it at the very end, at the literally the last day of the trade deadline, like the hour of the trade deadline. And I did it for a great piece. Now, not saying you have to mimic what I did. Teams that are confident going into what they do, they don't expect to be traded, that they know they're going to go in and play really well, and that they go in and work with that system, work out really well. Give your team some time to try to work. Give your team some time to try to communicate with each other and see what can make happen. Now, if there's a lot of hostility in there, do what you got to do. If it's just not working, it's not clicking, it doesn't look like it's going to click, it's not the idea that like somebody gets it, but they're just not there yet. It's the idea that it just won't ever click because you have someone who just plays a style and refuses to change. Do what you got to do. But don't be over trade happy. Give your team a chance to conform, make some chemistry, and make things happen. But either way.
All right, that's going to do it here for the Flan Fan Show, episode number 3 on here. Hope you guys liked the show. Any comments, any questions on there, you can leave them in the comments below or send me a DM on the Discord. Once again, www.239hockey.net. Follow us on Twitter at 239hockey. Or join us on the Discord channel on there. Anything else to add, Cortez?
I will see you more than likely next week. Thank you, Flanny, for all the work you do. Thank you for everyone behind the scenes who's been working on this. We appreciate you all. Thank you to everyone who's viewed this. Anyway about it, guys, this has been Cortez, and I will see you guys in week number 3.